This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2020 Salem Cruise Lite model 28 VBXL. Okay, so I'm here on the door side of the trailer. First thing to note is you have scissor type stabilizers here, but you also have an attachment called a strong arm, which gives it more strength and keeps it steadier. Just remember this T-handle here. You want to loosen it before you move the jacks up and down, and then when you get them down and extended, properly, you can just tighten it up, and it'll help steady it. Okay. So there's one of those on each jack. Okay. You have a power awning. This is a quick connect for LP right here, so you see it right there, so keep that in mind. You have a sprayer, video out, power, that is a exhaust vent for your range hood. So if you're going to run the fan of the range hood, you want to open this baffle up so it flaps freely. Okay, hopefully you can see that. All right, now just while we're here, this is a fill for the fresh water tank. If you're camping at a campground that doesn't have plumbing on the campsite, you can pre-fill this tank here and use the onboard pump to pump water. Normally you're just going to use city water. I'll show you that when we get around to the other side, but it does have both options. Okay, so we have a pull-out griddle here. Now this runs on LP gas, and it comes with a hose, I guess, and you would plug it into the quick connect down here that I told you about. Okay, and a refrigerator, of course. Your jack is a weight distribution hitch. I'm sorry, I called it a jack. A weight distribution hitch, and we'll show you how that operates when you come to pick up your trailer also. Also, that coiled sprayer right there is a utility sprayer, and it plugs in right back here, so you can hose things off. All right. Okay. Well, I was getting used to the warmer weather. Holy cow. Okay, so you have a power tongue jack, 2 LP tanks. This here is a kill switch for the battery, so you can shut the battery off, disconnect it from the trailer, so it doesn't keep drawing down. It's hard. For example, the carbon monoxide LP gas detector is hardwired to the battery, so even if you shut off everything in the trailer, it'll still continue to draw down somewhat because of that. So you can disconnect it. Okay. Your slide out is called a Schwintech. It's made by Lippert, just so you know. You can tell by the tracks on each side. It's got 2 tracks on each side. Okay. So this is your, excuse my camera work here. This is your water heater. It runs on gas. Always make sure that there's water in the water heater tank before you turn it on. Okay. The city water connection I told you about when I was on the other side, this is the most common way to get the water to the trailer. You just hook the hose onto there, turn it on, and you're all set, ready to go. Of course, you have your 30 amp cord here, 30 feet long. These are the dump valves. You have a gray valve, which is sink and shower water, and then you have the gray, the black, which is toilet water at waste, and then you have a second one over here. Okay. So basically you're going to dump the black first. You put the hose on here, you dump the black tank first, then you dump the gray ones. That just gives you, just cleans it out better, because obviously the gray water is dirty water, but it's not as dirty as the black water, which is toilet water and waste. Then when you're done, you can leave your black valve open, and you can put your hose right on this flush right here, and you can actually flush the tank out even better, which is a really good thing to do. I recommend it. Okay, this housing up here tells us that it's pre-wired for a backup camera, so you can always purchase a Furrion backup camera that fits in that housing. Also, while we're looking up, you have to inspect the roof of your trailer about every 90 days or so. So figure 3 times a season, once in the spring, once in the middle of the summer, once in the fall. You're looking for separation at any of the sealant, cracking, separation, any damage to the roofing material. But it's very important you go up there and do that. You can walk on it, no problem, but it has to be done. It's one of the most important things I can tell you about owning a trailer. Just make sure the seals are good and tight. Okay, so here we are. Let me see if I can get some light going here. Okay, so this is your control panel here, your monitor panel. So you can see that your battery is totally charged, fresh water tank is empty, black water tank is empty, gray water tank is empty. Now as it fills, these LEDs will light up in 1/3 increments till it's full. So once you get past about 2/3 with the gray tank and the black tank, you're going to start thinking about dumping it. Okay, you get your water pump here. Like I told you, you have an onboard water tank if you're at a place that does not have city water, so you can pump the water using this here. This is how you ignite your water heater. Remember I told you to make sure there's water in it. Lights, and then you have your slide room, which is basic, in and out. You just hold it till it gets all the way in, make sure there's no obstructions in the way on the inside of the trailer or the outside. And then this, of course, is your power awning. Never leave the awning out unattended. If you're not going to be at the campsite, you want to roll the awning in, because the weather could change quickly and damage it in just a heartbeat. So always make sure that you roll it in when you're not there. So this is your fireplace. It has a remote with it. It has 2 speeds, high and low. That's the fan speed. It has a timer in it. You can adjust the appearance of the fire and that sort of thing. Just keep in mind that it runs on 110 AC, so you have to be plugged in order to use this. Okay. This right here is your sound system. Basically, it's a pretty basic thing here. Let me get down here. You can, there's a USB port to stream off of. You can go straight into the system with this HDMI here. That's just an, I think we used to call it an 1/8" analog, something like that. It's been so long I can't remember. But you have Bluetooth, so you can hook up wirelessly, radio, and 2 different speaker zones. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. So it does everything you need. Just keep in mind that everything I'm telling you about is also located in your packet. There's a manual or some kind of information on it, so you can always refer to that also. This is just telling us this is pre-wired for Wi-Fi with a router. So basically means there's wires behind here, and then also there'll be another one of these on the roof for the antenna. But it's just telling us it's pre-wired. If you're interested in that, you can go to this address here, this kingconnect.com, and look at the products for the pre-wired trailers, or you can talk to our people up front. They'll know also. Okay, this is where your TV hooks up, and the only thing I can tell you about this is it should be on like that when you're using the TV antenna. That's the signal booster, and if it's not on, then you won't get a good signal. So make sure you turn that on once you get a TV in here. All right, let me see if I can get up here without breaking my neck here. Okay. All right. So here it says there's a TV backer, but the TV backer is about right there. You can feel it. So you can put a nice swing out bracket. If you're going to get a bracket for it, I highly recommend that you get one that locks into place when you close it. That way you don't have to hang straps and all that. It's kind of unsightly. If you spend just a little bit more money, you get one that'll lock in place so it doesn't swing around when you're traveling. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, so you have a microwave, works like any other microwave. This is your range hood that I told you about. It comes with a light, obviously, and then the fan. There it goes. Just has a delay for some reason. But anyway, so you remember to open the baffle outside if you're going to run that fan. All right, so your range hood. I'm gonna have to set the camera down for 1 second here. Well, maybe not. Some things you need 2 hands for. Okay, so this you just spark to light it. You're just going to put it on light, and then you're just going to spark it this way. That's all there is to it. To light the oven, you have to use a lighter manually. So way back there is the pilot light. Keep that in mind. You're basically going to just go to the oven knob here. You go to pilot, depress it and hold it. Okay. Then spark it with a grill lighter till it lights. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Your refrigerator is a 12 volt DC compressor type refrigerator. So it'll run off of the power converter. The power converter, while I'm talking about it, let me see if I can find the darn thing. Did I walk past it already? Okay. Here it is here. Okay. This device here is the power converter. Basically, it converts 110 AC to 12 volt DC. So you can see you got regular household circuit breakers here, 110 AC, and they're labeled. And then you got 12 volt fuses here, and they're labeled. So you're converting AC down to DC, over to DC power. So everything that runs on DC power, if you're plugged in, this will convert the power over so you can run all the DC lights and appliances and things like that. All right. And also this is just tinted plastic here, so if any fuse blows, it'll light up. You can actually see it through the tinted plastic. Okay. I think I've got most of it, but let me look around a little bit for you. This is the LP gas carbon monoxide detector right here. It should always be green like that. If it's not, get it serviced because it should always be green. All right. Let's see what else we've got here. Okay, this is also, there's your TV power and video out. There's also there usually is a sticker here, but there's not, but you can feel there is a backing plate right there, so if you want to hang a bracket, you can do it. That's your emergency escape window. It just goes like this. If you have to get out in an emergency, you just go like so, push this through, all the way through. Then you grab this red tab here and pull the screen out, and then you can just roll out or whatever you got to do to get out. Okay. All right. I think that covers most everything. Okay, your thermostat is right here, so it's very simple. All you're going to do is select mode, which is this bottom bar here. So you select the mode. Right there we're on heat. Heat off. Fan, low, high. Cooling, which is the air conditioner, high, low. Auto, you're always going to want to go with high auto. Generally, that's where you'll keep it. Now the fan, whoop, I just turned it on. The fan that they're talking about is just the air conditioner running without the compressor. So it's just a way to circulate air. Okay. Alrighty. So that about covers it. The couch jackknifes flat into a bed. You can pull the poles out of the table and set it on these cleats here and turn that into a bed. Got a nice size pantry and some wardrobe space and another emergency window in the back. This couch down here flat jackknifes flat too, so you really have 3 beds back here. So okay. All right, well, thank you very much for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Like I said, you can always go to manufacturers' videos and get more information. Plus, you can get everything out of this packet. There should be information on everything in the trailer. And please remember to inspect your roof regularly. You have to go up there and inspect it, and if you see crack and separation, you get it taken care of immediately. Okay? Thank you.